Yes, it's everybody's favorite time of the day once again. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Branch your threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai. All your posts, put on chain. Right, let's get into it.
Greg says he's Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Alrighty, here we go. Right, looking forward to going through these figures because there's been some exciting happenings this morning. World records breaking all over the place almost every 5 minutes. Like 145 million transactions in 24 hours on chain with a live native token with a market price. Amazing. So starting on the left hand side here, we've got Greg Coin, 96,996. So it looks like they're trying to pump that. They'll be doing that with Tether. So we'll have a look at that in just a bit. Yeah, we'll just come to that in just a second. But for anybody who was wondering why we call it Greg Coin, this is the reason, because this is the mysterious creator of Greg Coin on the 29th of July 2015. Mike Hearn actually was the first person to describe what Greg Maxwell wanted his coin to be, which was a digital dog shit. Not many use it. Store of crap and all that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what we've got today in BTC, which follows the Gregcoin protocol and is nothing to do with Bitcoin whatsoever. So that's going to be quite enlightening for those who don't know. So yeah, Gregcoin 96,996, Bcrash, what a joke, Fish Price Cash, who cares? But then we've got Bitcoin. The original protocol goes right the way back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on earth because it's an extension of our own personal freedoms and liberties. Oh yeah, check it out. Look at that. Just $40. $39.61 according to the top left there. So let's have a look. So the figures here, we'll have a look at the difficulty adjustment on Greg Coin, just because that's quite interesting. Wow, look at that. Look, we've had another massive jump. Another massive jump. And then another bit to an all-time high. A record all-time high. Miners are going to be absolutely screaming at that. Absolutely screaming at that. My goodness. Right, let's have a hash rate. Actually, we need to hash. Oh, I was going to have difficulty adjustment on genuine Bitcoin. Here we go. Oh, that's actually going up a little bit there in 24 hours. Oh, that will be indicative of a price rise. Then can we have? Oh yeah, the two too far apart to really compare, but that's Bitcoin though. That's actually a really good graph there. Right, excellent. Okay, nice one. Let's have a look at the hash rate between Bitcoin and Bcrash. Bcrash just going up a little bit. That might be an indication of the price, but look at that. Bitcoin hash rate just solid as a rock. Loving that. So that was hash rate, and I will have a look at network node 0.18. So for anybody who hasn't seen a network node, these are they. This is the backbone to the new global financial system, the world's first ever commoditized digital network for commercial use cases. Just absolutely staggering. Blows my mind every time, without fail. Just sensational. Sensational stuff. I love it. I love seeing all these images. It's great. Inspiring is what I find them to be. So that was network nodes. Transactions 99.64. Good grief, across all Bitcoin forks. So that means there is just literally 0.56 of a percent. No, even less than that. there is 0.46. Whoa. 0.46. Not even 0.5%. 0.46%. Whoa. Let's have a look at the transactions. Look at this. Where are we now? Let's refresh that page. 145 million transactions. So 145 million. 816,840 transactions over the last 24 hours. And this is across the entire market, consisting of 40,000 shitcoins. So that means literally we have got, so that represents 98.2. So that means there's only 1.8%. 1.8% to represent the other 40,000 shitcoins on the market. Just phenomenal. So that's 145,816,000. Cross-reference that with what's on chain. Oh, I think I saw what's on chain there at 146 just a second ago. It's just come down just a little bit. Look at that. Oh, 140. There we go. Look, 146. I'm going to screenshot that bad boy. There we go. Got it. 146,493,921. That is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Yeah, op return 146,884,642 plus 11,000 from my 2 cents. Bitcoin 3,000, DXS 2,000. Oh, people loving that platform now. And Peer Games 1,112. Oh, DXS app. Well done them. Well done them. I'd like to see the trade volume on that. Absolutely staggering. Absolutely staggering. Whoa, that is amazing. Amazing. Wow. I'm a bit stumped at that. I'm like, whoa. Block sizes then. Look at these blocks coming through. 264, 218, 223, 128, 131. The half gigabyte block, 518 megabytes. 518 compared to Gregcoin, that's just like on one. 518, absolutely huge. 282, 161, 108, 102, 217. Beautiful. Beautiful. I wonder what the latest block will be that had the where it's just done 146,000, a million. Cheaper, it's 146 million. Numbers are getting so big, I'm actually getting them confused. That's crazy. That is crazy. Right, let's have a look at these then. So it looks like CoinDance just having a bit of a flop there. Because though that figure is not correct. Proof of work by network, yeah. So it's 46,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gregcoin. Whoa, what is this? It's 4.3% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin over Gregcoin. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. Wow. It just goes to show you the market really doesn't need to move very much at all. Yeah, well, certainly not in terms of price, but I mean transaction volume is really what's brought that on, and that transaction volume, even though it's breaking new records for a public blockchain, that is nothing in comparison to what Bitcoin is actually truly capable of. I mean, minuscule. We're looking at 145 million transactions in 24 hours. We're talking about 1 billion transactions per second. Imagine 1 billion transactions per second, even let alone 1 billion transactions over 24 hours. It's already more profitable to mine on SV, and it's only done 145 million, let alone anywhere near 1 billion. 1 billion is 1,000 million. And that's in 24 hours. We're talking about 1 billion transactions per second. These other chains just won't be able to touch it. Will not be able to touch it. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. Just incredible. Incredible. Currently 13% more profitable to mine on Fisher Price Cash. But, 0.1% more profitable to mine on Bcrash. That's hilarious. But look, only just like 0.1. 0.1. It's always funny. I'm sure that'll come back down soon. I feel as though somebody's got an axe to grind against them. It cracks me up. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Transactions by network. Transactions per block by network. Look at that. I wonder if that would be a record high. Fees USD. Sub-cent fees. Look at that. Literally like 0.0. Like, what would that be? I mean, like, what, hundredths of a cent? 10,000ths of a cent? Crazy. Daily Bitcoin fees. Satoshis look right down there on the log curve. Like, almost, you're looking at like 1 Satoshi. Look at that. That is crazy. And yet it's 4.3% more profitable to mine. Look at that. And yet the fees. Are right down there. Sub-cent fees. Amazing. Daily Bitcoin fee to block reward ratio. So the red line will sort of, like, when you zoom out, will eventually mirror the solid blue line here. So as the block reward continues to get cut in half every 210,000 blocks, the block fee will eventually surpass the block reward. And then we have an economically self-sustaining system, which is what we're gunning for. And that is everything that the cabal are trying to prevent. Because they don't want an economically self-sustaining system. They want the system to collapse so that everybody gets stuck on their central banking systems. That's what it is. So they've purposely designed Gradecoin to fail, knowing that the block reward goes to 0 and there's nothing to replace it. Or else they'll just move it to proof of stake, and they will control and own and control all the stakeholders. Because once you've got a stake, they're not competitive anymore. So it just means that nobody can enter the market. It's not a competitive market. People can only enter and leave in a freely competitive market. And proof of stake, once you've got your stake and the stakes are all claimed, that's it. No competition. They will own it all, which is what they want. But it can't scale because it's not proof of work. Simple as that. Simple as that. But they don't want you to know that, and shitcoiners with shit for brains will never figure that out either. So don't mind me. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. As Satoshi Nakamoto said, it's strictly necessary that the longest chain is always considered the valid one. Now, the longest chain should have the most proof of work on it, but because the market is completely manipulated and the price of one of the coins with no utility whatsoever is just purely pumped by no utility, the proof of work basically follows the price. But this is what should really happen. The proof of work will come onto the longest chain because that's where all the utility is. So the proof of work will follow chain growth. So proof of work follows chain growth, and hash follows price, and it's hash rate that provides the proof of work. So growth of chain. So price follows hash, and hash follows chain growth. That's what will happen. That's what will happen. Global hash rate 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. Gradecoin hash rate. Other miners. Oh, that's looking a bit sparse. Like what? Looks like there are some miners missing. They got all these miners listed here. They're sort of missing there on Gradecoin. Other miners 4.86 on there. Bcrash. Other mining pools 44.44 on there, being managed carefully. Fisher Price Cash, who cares? What a joke. And then we've got Bitcoin. So CoinDart says that Mining Dutch has got 3.4 on there. Well, let's just cross-reference that with what's on chain, because I don't believe CoinDart's for one little bit. There we go. Kuv 30.1, Tal 26.2, QD-Link 21.1, SA100 14.1, Gorilla Pool 7.05. What are them? Mining Dutch getting a slight look in at 1.28. Crypto Quant then, let's have a look at this. Look, the exchange's reserve. The exchange's reserves is not the market. They are literally the reserves that they keep in reserve for themselves, for their own profits, and to deal with their customers' shitcoin off-ramping, liquidations and stuff like that. because there's literally no need for anybody to transact in a shitcoin, because it's a shitcoin that does absolutely jack shit, and no one's using it, so there's no need to off ramp it at all. No need to take them off exchanges, but exchanges getting rid of Gregcoin here, hand over fist, and the retail mum and pop investors have no idea what's going on, but we do, reporting it every day. Let's have a look at Tether Weather then. So losing the peg to the upside. Oh, look at that. They can't help themselves, can they? 148.7 to 148.9. So that's 1.2 billion. Oh, no, sorry. That's 200 million. Getting too excited there. 200 million has just gone in today. Can't help themselves pumping the market. But in the week, it's gone from 146 to 148.9. Good grief. So that's 3 billion. 3 billion in a week. 3 billion in a week, as you do. Can't help themselves, but they've got to pump their shitcoin somehow. Got to keep the scam going, because there is literally no other way. So in the month, 144 to 149. 5 billion in the month. 5 billion in the month. It's the only way they can do it. It's the only way they can do it, because it's useless. There's no demand for it. There's no reason to purchase it. It's an utter piece of crap. Let's have a look at money. Here we go, getting excited about this one. Oh, nothing in 7 days to report on the month, though. Gone from 21.3 to 24 or 22.2. Oh, so that's all right. 3 million gone in the month. Just slowly catchy monkey. Looking beautiful. That is where you want your tokens to be, because they're on a network where they cannot be cracked, hacked, altered, changed, or deleted. Don't want them in a bank account. The bank account can literally just wipe it. Literally just wipe it. Your data is not safe on there at all. Crazy. Right, short positions. The short positions, well, look at that. They are increasing. As in, like, the confidence is just being eroded slightly there. So we're up to a ratio of 0.4. Did I see 0.5? I saw 0.5 there. 0.5, so almost. Well, we're sort of moving towards a 1% short ratio. It's interesting, because this just shows you sentiment in the market. So just being eroded slowly, but literally when it crashes, it will crumble overnight, and you're just going to start seeing little chunks like this. But look at that ratio, just the ratio just going down a little bit. Coin Codex here. Then let's have a look at this. Trade volumes. So Qcoin, that's not really all that much, 142,000. But OKX 6.1 million. Gate.io 6.9 million. Binance Futures 45 million. MEXC 3.3 million. Upbit 46 million. 46 million. It's more than Binance. 46 million. Huobi 10 million. Pionex 7 million. ZoomX 6.7. CoinEffects 5.1. BitGet 4.9. BitThumb 3.8. CoinEx 3.1. BYDeFi 2.5 million. Buybox 1.7. XT.com 1.4. Hotcoin 1 million. So they've all dramatically increased their 24-hour trade volumes. All right. Let's have a look at Huobi. Yeah, $10 million 24-hour trade volume of genuine Bitcoin on their site. 10 million. Gate.io, yep, 6.8 million. Qcoin. Oh yeah, I mean, these figures don't really make sense there, to be honest. 24-hour trade volume on OKX, so that's just saying it's 149,000. It's not very much at all. Maybe that might be OKX Singapore. Maybe. 24-hour high 42.86. Had a little price pump there. Zidixion, I don't know what's going on here, because it was like $1 million and now it's back down to, well, and then it was like $10, and now it's 162,000 24-hour trade volume on a Zidixion. But they all look like white label exchanges to me. So they're all copying each other from the same source, but just got their own label on it, is what it looks like. Certainly not like DXS App and Orange Gateway, that are independent platforms. So let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Gradecoin. Oh, so even against Gradecoin had a price pump there against the big dog. Look at that, and then they brought it down again. That would be why they pumped. That would be why they're pumping Gradecoin. So the fact that they're having trouble suppressing the price of BSV now means that I think they've run out. I think they've run out of their reserves. They might have a few reserves from OKX Singapore that they'll try and steal from the client customers, to suppress the price. But futile in the long run, really. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD then. Yeah, look at that, a nice little pop. Price here at $39.45. Yeah, $39.37 top left. Let's have a look at this on Orange Gateway. $39.50 currently right now. Again, showing this nice little pop there. Very good. Wow. Yeah. 1 hour. Wow. Oh, look at that. So the price is actually I'm sure there was a candle that went up to like $100 of USD on Orange Gateway, although I don't know where they get their figures from. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Gradecoin. Yeah, still having a nice little pop there. Look at that rally there. Whoa. And it came down, then it popped straight back up again. See, look, traders will be loving this, because it's sort of like it's volatile, but to the upside now. They're like, so whenever they miss a green candle, they know they can just go in and hodl, because the asset is behaving positively there. Look at that. Look at this. Exciting times ahead now. Really exciting times. Might have to do these chart shows more regular, like. Right, so we've got Gradecoin is to 4 transactions per second with an average transaction fee of $1.60. Useless for buying a cup of coffee. Useless even for your local supermarket. They couldn't trade in that. 4 transactions per second. Bcrash, my goodness me, current transactions per second, 0.3. So that means they've got 1 transaction every 3 seconds now. Jeepers. Yeah, one transaction every 3 seconds. Fees are like half a cent per transaction, but look at Bitcoin here and the price, just $39. The average transaction fee not even registered here. Look at that. Tenth, hundreds of thousands, 10,000s, lower than 90 thousandths of a cent. Corey, we're talking about, so if it's lower than 90 thousandths of a cent, we are talking it is 100 thousandths of a cent. 100 thousandths of a cent per transaction. I mean, it's crazy, absolutely phenomenal. And even with those super low fees, it's more profitable to mine on genuine Bitcoin right now than it is on Gradecoin, just because of the transaction volume. That simply says it all. Phenomenal. Overall market, so the overall market cap's going up. $2.98 trillion of absolute fraud. What was that 24-hour trade volume? 76 billion. Is that right? Yeah, $76 billion market 24-hour trade volume. And of that 76 billion, Gradecoin has got $26 billion of that 24-hour trade volume. Total market cap $1.2 trillion. Price just trending sideways over the last 24 hours. Let's have a look at the overall market here. USDT, the market cap going down. Litecoin's had a pump there just recently. They all look very similar. Highs and lows of the same. There's this Trump official meme coin token crap. Like, what on earth is this? Official Trump token. Like, honestly, absolute memes. Total memes. No utility whatsoever. Was it built on Solana or something like that? Crazy. Jasmy at 70. Genuine Bitcoin though, just 70. 74. $39.30. Let's have a look at this. $47 million 24-hour trade volume, representing 6% of the volume of the 6% of the market cap. Wow! Look at that! Look at that! Core were not expecting that. Like, they were asleep at the wheel. That's why they've been furiously pumping Tether. Furiously pumping Tether. Look at that! Look at that! Completely decoupled from Core. Yeah, let's have a look at top of the page. Oh. Yeah, look at that. No price rise, nothing like it. It completely decoupled. Completely decoupled. In fact, I would like to see that against BCH. I wonder if we've got that here. Oh, no, we haven't. Right, might have to have a look on Orange Gateway then. Come on in, let's have a look. Let us see what was going on. Oh, Orange Gateway haven't got that crap coin BCH listed. No way. No way. Right, let's have a look here then. BCH. What's going on? Oh, I had a little pump, but nothing like BSV. Nothing like BSV. Wow. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Look at that. Trader's going to be loving that. Trader's going to be loving that. Oh, look. Wall of green coming in. Tsunami of green. Breakdown here. So Huobi apparently having the largest 24-hour trade volume. Followed by CoinDCX, Gate.io, OKX, CoinEx, MEX Global, BYDeFi. Right, interesting. Okay, cool. I think that's pretty much the charts covered. That's 28 minutes. Excellent. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it so as ever. If you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi at Semi.com, Handcash.io, Rockwallet.me, Simply.cash, Relaser.com, or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
2 years ago, you got SegWit, which we lied and cheated and stealed, and I was part of the lying and cheating and stealing to get SegWit, to get Lightning, which, by the way, had critical vulnerabilities and lost people's money.
The king still has one more move.